little wiggling around. And then we're going to find our mountain pose on the mat with the feet hip-width distance apart. So starting with grounding through the feet, okay, and thinking about the four corners of the feet so we have a strong base of support. Feel your big toe mounds connecting to the earth. The outer heel, we're making an X. The inner heel and the little toe mounds. Now lift your toes, spread them out, and bring them back down. Okay, now you've got nice big feet to support you. Draw energy up through the legs. Your hips land over your ankles. Shoulders over hips. Ears over shoulders. And as you turn your palms forward, you make space in your heart for the breath. So let's breathe, and we're going for the diaphragmatic breathing. So we want the breath to go past the heart and into the belly here as we inhale and exhale. And then just slowly, as your breath smooths out, let it deepen. So we're moving to, on Saturday with the equinox, we're moving to a period of equal day, equal night. So let's try and do equal inhale, equal exhale. If it helps you to count to yourself, count to yourself. All right, let's wake things up a little more. So palms out, exhale. Now inhale, float your arms up, touch your palms, and exhale your hands to your heart. We're going to be thinking a lot about balance today. Inhale up, touch your palms, exhale your hands to heart. So let's start right in with a little bit of balance here. Inhale up, and as you exhale your hands to your heart, take your right heel up. Release. Inhale the arms up. As you exhale hands to heart, take your left heel up. Inhale. Now double heel is a little tricky. Be careful. If it doesn't feel right, just go back to single heel lifted. Okay, be careful of your ankles here. All right, we're going to do that again. Now, take your heel up, and if it feels right to you, go ahead and lift that foot off the mat. We're going to the left now, heel or knee up. And double heels, or just keep alternating right and left. All right, there you go. Couple of more rounds, right heel or knee, left heel or knee, and if you're doing double. So we're just making the body a little off balance and coming back to balance. And just finish up whatever round you're on. Either the left heel or knee or your double heels. And come back to standing, 2 feet firmly on the earth. When you're done, yep, finish your round. Always make sure you finish your round. Great. All right, let's go ahead and take the feet slightly wider than hip width distance. And just bend the knees and hips for a moment here, forward and back. Okay, we just need to loosen things up. It's early here. Inhale and exhale. Okay, we're going to move into our spinal series now. So the knees and hips will be soft. They can move whatever They, however naturally they move. Take your right hand to your left shoulder. We're moving into cats and cows. Left hand to the right shoulder. Okay. Now you're going to roll forward into your cat. And as you open into the cow, take your arms big up and back. When you come forward, your left hand goes first to the right shoulder, right hand to the left. Roll forward and open the arms big. Right hand first, then left, into cat, open cow. Left hand first, cat, cow. Right hand first. We're waking up the mind here too, that's why we're switching. Open, and left hand first, cat, and open. All right, now come back to mountain pose and breathe. Inhale and exhale. So we're going to now move the spine side to side in our tilting, okay? And we're going to take the feet mat width distance apart with the toes turned out. And just bend your knees up and down a few times. Okay? And bring your hands behind your head. Don't push on your head, just behind your head. So your elbows are open, right? The heart is open here. The knees bend, and we're going to tilt gently. We're waking the body up, tilting gently to the left and up and to the right and up. Okay, so just tick-tock yourself side to side. Think about the ribs coming away from the hips here. Giving the body a clue, here's what we're doing. Next time you go over to the right, come back up, center, shake out your arms, give them a little break, and we're going to add on. So bend the knees, hands behind the head now, take it to the left, stay here, extend your arms. Bring your hands back behind your head, come center, stand. Knees bend to the right, extend the arms. Hands behind the head, center, and stand. All right, let's combine that arm extension with the tilt to the left. Tilt left, extend, in and up. Tilt right, extend, in and up. Tilt left, extend, in and up. Tilt right, extend, in and up. To the left and stay. In and up, to the right, stay here. In and up. Take your arms up, inhale, and as you exhale, step back into mountain pose. We'll do legs together for this mountain pose, just to do something a little different. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to start twisting the spine side to side now. So go ahead and take your left foot and cross it over in front of your right. Okay, so we have left foot in front of right. This can be very wobbly, so if you want to stand near a wall and have your right hand to kind of catch you, you can also have a chair nearby. We're going to take the left arm up by the ear and gently twist to the left. Sweep it around, up, and gently twist to the left. Sweep it around, up, gently twist. And one more time, sweep it around, gently twist, and release, shake it out. Okay, we're going to try that on the other side. Again, you can always stabilize yourself. We're only going to use the right arm, so do what you need to with the left. And your sides might be different, okay? We'll take the right arm forward, sweep it around. Right arm forward, sweep it around. Right arm, twist. Right arm, twist, and release. All right, let's shake things out. Inhale and exhale. We're going to be coming down to the earth now. Always have plenty of padding for your knees, Okay, depending on your surface, you might need some extras here. Okay, so let's have the feet hip width distance, find mountain pose at the top of your mat, line everything up, come back to that alignment, and then just close your eyes for a moment and breathe. And see if you can visualize your breath and your energy just circulating. Are things loosening up? Have things loosened up at all? Let's float the arms up, inhale, and with very soft knees and hips, fold forward, right? Your head could be higher than your heart, or it could be as low as you want to go here. Bring your hands to your thighs, set your hips back, shine your heart forward. We half lift. Bring the fingertips down and step back to a downward facing dog. Yeah, let's see these dogs. There you go. All right, we're going to even out our dog, right? Check both hands and both feet. See if there's kind of equal pressure into the earth from each point, or if one point feels a little like it's pressing more strongly, try and even things out here. And let's pedal those feet, giving them a good massage, releasing. It's really helpful for the feet, the toes, and the backs of the legs. Press one heel down and hold. Switch sides, press the other heel down and hold. And then press both heels down and hold. Now carefully bring your knees down, sit off to the side, and come into seated mountain pose. So the legs are long, the feet are flexed. Okay. All right, we're going to be coming into a hand position that helps us concentrate, focus, and set intentions. We're right at a point now where the moon is helping us, the autumnal equinox is coming. We want to set some intentions for either, the rest of the weeks of practice that we go through, or maybe just for this practice or for your day. Turn your left palm up. Right palm rests on top and your thumbs touch. Your spine is nice and long here. This is the Dhyana Mudra. And start to think of what intention do you want to set right now for any amount of time, for any reason. What intention are you setting? And just breathe into that. And if you feel your mind start to wander when you're in this particular hand position, your thumbs are touching, press your thumbs together, and that signals the mind. Come back. Come back. All right, let's give this intention some energy here. Take your palms out to the side, palms face up. Exhale. Inhale, draw energy up from the earth. Capture it between your palms and seal it into your heart. All right, let's shake things out and loosen things up here. We're going to start with some core work. Yay. Okay. Yeah, I know. So we'll start with some dead bug today. Okay. Ease some of you ease your core back into things. Dead bug is really great. So let's roll it down here. Hands by your side and 2 feet on the mat. Okay. All right. So we're going to be moving from the right first. So plant your left foot. The left leg is going to stay very grounded and the knee is pointing straight up to the sky. Okay. So we're going to extend the right leg with that heel 2 inches off the mat. Take the left arm back. So the top of your hand is also 2 inches off the mat, and bring the leg in. Now extend your left leg, the heel is 2 inches off the mat, and the right hand comes back. And release. All right, let's do that again. Right leg, left arm, heel and hand are 2 inches off the mat. They're not resting, they're up and in, and left leg, right arm, extend and in. So that's version 1. You can stay there if you like. You can always come back to that as well. Single knee. Right knee is up, left foot is still grounded, okay? And here we go. Extend the right leg, left arm. Bring it back, knee in tabletop. The knee is right over the hip. The shin, the calf is parallel to the earth. Let's do the right side again. And in, and left knee up. Extend, always keeping that heel and hand 2 inches off the mat, and in, extend, and in. All right, feet down, hug in, rock a little side to side. Okay, let's try 2 knees up. Remember, you can go back to one of the other versions if this doesn't work for you. 2 knees up, right leg extends, left arm back, and in, right leg again, and in, left leg, and in, left leg, and in. Now take your legs straight. Again, if this doesn't work for you, go back to one of the other versions. Right leg down, left arm back, and up, right leg again, and up, left leg, 1, and up, left leg, down, and up. Hug your knees in for a moment, massage your spine, and just pick a starting point, right? Remember we did feet down, 1 knee, 2 knees, straight legs. Pick your starting point. We're going 4 times on the right, and then we'll do 4 times on the left. Right leg, left arm, here we go. And up, right again. Remember, these are very controlled movements. We're not just flinging our body parts around here. Another one on the right, and another one. All right, going to the left here, down and up. Left leg, right arm. Left leg, right arm. And left leg, right arm. Good, and hug it in, rock side to side. All right, starting to feel that, anybody? Leg up if you're starting to feel it. Let's do 2-legged versions, okay? If this doesn't work for you, you can go back to alternating. All right, so we've got both feet planted here, arms by your side. Extend both legs and both arms, and bring it in. Do that one more time. Extend both legs and both arms, and bring it in. Next is 2 knees up. Extend legs and arms, and in. Extend legs and arms, and in. All right, the straight leg version is going to challenge your spine, so pay attention. It may not be the right thing for you to do. You've got options, right? Let's take it 2 legs, 2 arms, and up. 2 legs, 2 arms, and up. Hug it in. We're going to go 4 times double legs, or if you're alternating, right, left, right? 4 times double legs, feet down, 2 knees up, legs straight. Pick your version, hands down by your side. Okay, here we go. Double arms, double legs, and up. Double arms, double legs. Yes, and up, good. And down, and up, and one more, down, and up. Hug it in, yay. All right, inhale and exhale. Bring your feet down. Let those knees open and close. We'll do some standing obliques later on in our practice, okay? Everybody, core woken up? Let me know. All right, so let's come off to the side, sit up, and work on some hip opening now. We're going to be doing rock the baby. So let's find equal sitting first. The sit bone's nice and even on the mat. Sit up nice and tall. We're back in seated mountain pose. The feet are flexed. Okay, the toes and the knees are pointing straight up. Now the left leg is going to stay just like that. Bend your right knee. Take your right foot in your left hand. Hold on to your right leg. We're taking the right leg side to side, keeping the torso facing forward. So we're not twisting. We are just moving the leg and the hip here. And every once in a while, think about that left leg being straight and strong, toes and knee pointing straight up. Okay, nice little rock the baby here. Now come to center, sit up nice and tall, and see if you can draw that right leg a little closer to you. Get a little more opening right here. Now flex your right foot, make sure it's flexed. Right ankle is on the left thigh, above the knee. Support yourself with your hands here, and take your left foot in just until it touches the mat. So we're in open seated pigeon position here. Now take your right foot over to the right and back to the left. Once again, we're keeping the torso steady, okay? We're not going like this and like this, okay? That's a nice movement, but we're looking for something different right here with the hips. The next time your right foot is over to the left, let it come all the way down and sit up tall. Now you might have some space in between your right hip and the mat. If that's you, just go ahead and move your foot in front of your shin so you can sit more evenly, okay? So depending on which is best for you. Your left hand comes to the outside of your right leg, right arm up and back. We're coming into a twist here. Lengthen your spine and just working with the muscles of this torso here, not with the left hand. Twist to the right. Lengthen your spine, deepen your twist, and turn your gaze to the right. Now, on your next exhale, turn your gaze to the left. The rest of the body stays where it is. On your next exhale, turn your gaze back to the right. And release, unwind. Take your legs straight and give them a nice little shake. Come back to seated mountain pose. Good to go for the left side. Any questions? We're all good? All right. So now that right leg is going to stay long and straight, right foot flexed, toes and right knee pointing straight up to the sky. Left foot in the right hand, rocking the baby. All right, bring the leg to center. Now sit up nice and tall and see if you can draw that left leg a little closer to you. Now take your left ankle across the right thigh. This left foot is definitely flexed here. Draw your right foot in until it just touches the mat and take your left leg side to side, torso forward. And take your left foot over to the right, sit up, do this check here to see if you've got some air in between you and the mat. Just move your foot. We want to be nice and grounded for our twist, okay? So go ahead and take your right hand outside your left thigh, left arm up, hand by your hip. Lengthen through the spine. We're not using the right hand, we're using the muscles of the torso to twist toward the left. When you get there, lengthen the spine a little more and turn your gaze toward your left shoulder. Maybe that twist is a little deeper now, maybe not. Good. Beautiful long spines. And as you exhale, turn your gaze to the right. Exhale, turn your gaze back to the left. Come center, release, unwind, and shake things out. All right. So we're going to do some arm strengthening, okay? We'll be doing it from a knee down plank and doing push-ups. What we do here is we keep those upper arms, everybody just sit up nice and tall. Upper arms close to the body, spine is nice and long. Now, your elbows go straight back for this. Feel your triceps here, and you release. Your elbows go straight back, and you release. As opposed to your elbows being out, and you're drawing your body down and up in this wide elbow version of push-up. We are doing the tricep version, so come to hands and knees. And if this doesn't work for you to be on hands and knees, you can have your hands on the wall. You can also do the air version that we were just doing. So come into knee down plank and thinking about sending the elbows back rather than out. Do a nice slow push-up, strengthen those arms, come back up, and hips toward heels. Now, if you prefer, you can do this with your knees up. Just keep going. It's forward into your plank. Nice slow push-up, hips to heels. So let's see it. Keep going. Plank, push-up, hips to heels. Yeah. Those arms are going to be nice and strong. And after your next push-up, as you're sending your hips back to your heels, bring your big toes together, take your knees wide, and come into child's pose. Now we always want to have the forehead supported, the head supported in child's pose. If it reaches the mat, great. If not, make a pillow with your hands or your fists and rest your head. Child's pose is a great place to revisit your intention. And then start to find your way to your downward facing dog. When you get there, see if you feel even distribution of weight. See if you feel that nice lengthening in the spine and the back of the legs. And then start to walk your feet forward, taking them a little wider as you go. When your feet get to your hands, have them about mat width distance apart. Bend the knees and hips. Bring your forearms to your thighs. Bring your hands to your heart. Press through the feet. Lift the fingertips up toward the sky. Inhale. And as you exhale, step back to mountain pose. Legs could be touching or hip width. Palms are forward. Now close your eyes for a moment and visualize your breath and energy moving through you. Great, and let's shake things out. Okay, so we are going to move into sun salutations, and I'm going to put some arm movements at the beginning, and we'll also be doing a low crescent lunge. So again, make sure your knees are going to be happy. Come to the top of your mat, find mountain pose. Okay, we're going to add add some arms to the top of the sun salutation. So float your arms up, inhale. Now exhale, right arm back, left arm forward, twist, open to the right. Bring your arms up, left arm back, right arm forward, twist, open to the left. Take your arms up here. Now we're going to bring the elbows toward the waist and lift the heart. It feels like a cobra, right? It's a standing cobra. Inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Okay, you can keep your legs straight. If you prefer to bend a little bit here, go ahead. High or low, right? Forward fold. Now keep your legs straight as you come into your half lift. Bend the knees and hips, fingertips down. Big step back with the right leg. We're in this nice lunge here. So with your left knee over your left ankle, move around in your lunge. And then we'll take the right knee down. We want the right knee behind the hip. So we get a nice stretch in that front hip flexor. Engage your core, draw your arms forward, and reach up. Low crescent lunge. Hands down, find plank. You could be going knee down plank, you could be going knee up. Now chaturanga, it's that same action of elbows back, but we come all the way to the mat here. Inhaling and exhaling. Take your hands and make a pillow. Rest your forehead. This is really strengthening for the spine. We're resting the forehead on the hands here. The hands stay attached to the forehead, but they're not pushing. We're going to lift the heart. So the heart lift is coming from the spinal muscles here. Bring your head back down. Now put your other hand on top. Rest your forehead. Same thing, lift. And release. Switch hands one more time on each side. Lift. See it? Yes. And release. And other hand on top. Lift. And release. Hands under the shoulders. Find your way to downward facing dog. Yep. Nice. Inhale and exhale. Okay. So we're going to take the right leg up to hip height here. And let's give it a little spin. And then pause and spin the other direction. A little more release for the hip. And then take a step forward as big as you can with your right foot. Bring your left knee down. And arrange your body for a low crescent lunge. Left knee behind the hip, right knee over the right ankle. Engage your core. Draw the arms up. Low crescent lunge, heart to the sky. Bring your hands down. Tuck your back toes. Lift that knee. And take a nice giant step. Bring your feet together at the top of your mat. Half lift, roll your hands down, your legs forward fold. Take a moment here now to think about the lower half of the body being made of bricks, the upper half made of feathers. Exhale, and as you inhale, float up. Your upper body is made of feathers, remember? So we're floating, palms touch, and hands come heart center. We'll take a couple of breaths here. All right, if you're not already at the top of your mat in mountain pose, take a moment, go there now. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward, twist open to the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist open to the right with long arms. Inhale, arms up. Elbows to waist, shine your heart to the sky. Inhale up, exhale, swan dive. There you go. Half lift, we shine the heart forward. Bend everything down, fingertips to the mat. Step it back with the left leg. We're in that lunge on the other side now. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and bring your left knee down, engage your core, and come into low crescent lunge, heart to sky. Bring your hands down, find your plank. Planks could be knees up or knees down. If your knees are up in your plank, go ahead and roll to the very tips of your toes here. Okay, it'll put you in a nice position for a strong chaturanga. Slow and strong chaturanga. All right. So we're going to go back and we'll start with the same hand, right hand on top of left, forehead rests on the hands. Your hands are going to stay attached to your forehead as you lift up, lift your heart. Now extend your arms. Yeah, when you come back, put your left hand on top of your right and rest your forehead. Lift up, extend the arms. Come back, right hand on top of left. We're going to do that one more time each side. So lift up, extend. Yes, and left hand on top of right. Lift, extend. Come back, right hand on top of left. A lot of back bending already, so let's go ahead and release the spine. Bend your knees, rest your forehead on your hands, and just let your legs swish side to side. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Find your way to downward facing dog. Right. Nice and even in your down dog. Left leg comes up to hip height. Little spin, pause, other direction, nice, pause, big step forward with the left, and then bring your right knee down, arrange yourself in your low crescent lunge here, so you might need to wiggle your left foot forward or wiggle your right knee back. We're in low crescent lunge, engage, and arms up. Hands down, tuck your back toes, lift that knee. One big step forward, half lift, forward fold, thinking about bricks and feathers. Inhale, float the arms out and up, float your body up. Palms touch, hands come heart center. And release, shake it out. All right. Let's shake things out. So we're going to prepare for the equinox with 5-pointed star to moonflower and sunflower, and then we'll do sun and moon balance. So we need the legs to be wider than mat with distance. Not as wide as warrior, too wide usually, but a little wider. So position yourself on your mat with your toes out, okay? Spine is long, hands to hips, feet are grounded, bend the knees. We're going straight down. We're not going out. We're going straight down, plie down and up. This is what the legs are doing, down and up. The knees aren't folding in, okay? The booty's not going back. We're just going down and up. Now we're going to add the arms, turn this into a 5-pointed star. Elbows to waist, knees out, we're in moonflower. Press up and down, and here it is, so just keep going. 5-pointed star to moonflower. You might go quite slowly here. You might go 1 breath per movement. It's your practice. The next next time you're in Moonflower, stay here. We're going to lift the right heel, bring it down, lift the left heel, bring it down, carefully lift both heels, maybe sit a little deeper, maybe lift those heels a little more. Keep the heels up as you draw your arms up toward the sky, 5-pointed star, heels down. Now lift your heels as your elbows come to your waist. If the double heel doesn't work for you, just pick a side. Sit a little deeper, draw those heels up a little more, and come back to 5-pointed star. Here we go, sunflower. Knees out, right arm crosses in front of left as you fold forward, and lift up. Left arm crosses in front of right. As with any forward fold, you are going to decide how far you go. You might keep your head higher than your heart. You might go all the way down. Anywhere in between. Sunflower, we cross the right in front of the left, then the left in front of the right. Yeah. Okay, we started with right in front of left, so the next time you go left in front of right, you'll be even. Come on back up and step together to mountain pose. Inhale and exhale. Let's have the feet hip-width distance apart. Getting ready for balance. The feet are grounded. The gaze is steady, right? You've got a drishti. Find something that isn't moving to look at. Bring your hands to your hips. Raise your right heel. Sound familiar? We were doing this earlier. Maybe the right knee. And if that's working for you, left arm up, right fingertips point to the earth. Sun and moon. And release. Let's see how the left side feels about that left heel. Okay. Or knee, if that works for you. Right arm up, left fingertips down. Keep your gaze steady, breath calm, drishti. Let's release. All right, a lot of you know this. You're just going to lift your right knee and left arm at the same time, or take it in the steps that we just did. Right knee, left arm. It could be the right heel instead of the knee, right? Always your choice. Yep, and release. And let's see how the other side does. Left heel or knee, right arm. Good, and release. Shake it out. One more time on each side. Go on your right side, and when you get there, take 3 nice breaths. Do on your left side, and when you get there, take 3 nice breaths. Sun and moon right, when you're ready. And just breathe. And then go ahead and take it over to the left. And then find yourself back with the feet hip width. Take a few breaths here. Inhale and exhale. All right. We're going to do some seated forward folds. They'll be with legs narrow, legs wide, and also in the cobbler's pose, Baddha Konasana. So let's come to the top of the mat. Well, let's first shake around and see if the body wants to do anything while you're still standing. Okay, just make sure everything feels good. And then if there's something that you like to bring with you for final relaxation, especially as the weather gets colder, you might decide that you want to have a blanket or something to cover yourself with. And find mountain pose at the top of your mat. Feel the breath moving through you. Float the arms up, inhale. Exhale, swan dive. High, low, anywhere in between. Swan dive. Shine your heart forward, half lift. Bring your fingertips down and step back to downward facing dog. Okay, now bring your big toes together. Take your knees to one side, hips to the other. So we're doing some little slaloming here. Come back to center, knees down, find seated mountain pose. All right. Seated mountain pose is the same thing as seated folds are the same as standing poses. You're going to your comfort level, right? Where do you want to go with this? And we're folding from the hips. So with the legs nice and long, draw the arms up, reach up, ribs away from the hips here. Inhale, exhale with a long spine, long arms. Keep your arms by your ears right now. Come into forward fold, stop where you are stopping, and then bring your hands to your legs. They're going to land anywhere along the legs. You might find your toes. Some people with longer arms or longer spines, their hands come past their toes. You go you. All right, now look past your toes. Release your legs, bring your arms back by your ears, and with a long spine, sit up. Bring your hands down by your side. We're going to do that one more time with the legs in this position. Reach up, ribs away from hips, long spine, fold over those hip creases, reach, let the hands come down. Wherever they go, keep your spine long, look past your toes. Release, arms back up by the ears, sit up nice and tall, hands down. All right, let's give those legs a little shake here. We're going to do that from a V position. So take your legs into V, flex your feet, toes and knees are pointing straight up, arms up, reach, ribs away from the hips, turn your palms forward, fold from the hip creases. When you get to where you're stopping, bring your hands down, gaze past your fingertips. Arms up by the ears, long spine, sit up, palms out, exhale, fingertips down. All right, so you can leave your legs just how they are. You can take them wider if there's any more distance for you. You can take them narrower if you feel uncomfortable. Arms up, one more time. Ribs away from the hips, palms forward, and folding from the hip creases. Hands down, gaze past your fingertips. Arms up by the ears, sit up, hands down, take your legs together and give them a nice shake. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so we're going to come into cobbler's pose here. So we'll start by taking the feet, the soles of the feet together and keeping those heels far away from the pelvis. Now start to draw your heels in to wherever feels right for you. Okay, cobbler's pose here. Now maybe none of this feels right and you want to take your feet 6 inches apart for garland pose instead. That's fine. Or maybe you would be happier with one knee bent and the other leg straight out to the side. We're going to do it twice so you'll be able to do both legs. Okay, so find your Baddha Konasana or variation. Okay, sit up nice and tall. Draw your arms up by your ears. and fold forward from the hip creases. You're feeling this in those inner thighs, right? Bring the hands down and gaze past the fingertips. Bring the arms back up by the ears, sit tall, inhale, and exhale. All right, go ahead and help your knees up. Let your knees open and close a couple of times, and then come back to your position. So remember, you could have one knee bent, the other leg straight, or you could be in garland. Come back to where you are. Inhale, lift, ribs away from hips, turn your palms forward, and fold. Gaze past your fingertips. Arms by the ears, lift up, hands down. Help your knees back up and give your knees a little open and close movement here to release everything. We're headed down to the earth. So position yourself on your mat. The feet are hip width distance apart and slowly roll down. Releasing yourself onto the earth. Start to feel that connection with the earth. Even things out a bit here. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to do a little pigeon for hip release. Take your right ankle across your left thigh. Your right foot is flexed. Draw your legs in towards you and hold on to your shin. So we're back in that open pigeon position we were in earlier. And we're going to let the legs go side to side, forward and back, and in a circle, one direction and the other. Now come back to center and just take your left leg up. Point and flex your left foot. Circle the ankle one direction and the other. And now cross tightly at the thighs. Your right leg is closest to your body here. Draw your legs in toward you. You might find opposite ankle, right? Your left ankle with your right hand and vice versa. You might be holding on to your thighs or your shins. Just hold on here and wiggle those hips around. So this is cow space pose, basically reclined. Really good opening for the hips here. Just move around. Release, unwind. Now take your left ankle across your right thigh. Make sure that left foot is flexed. Draw the left shin in towards you. We're holding on to the shin. We've got movement happening here. Legs side to side. Forward and back. Circle one direction and the other. Come back to center, right leg up, point and flex the foot. Circle the ankle, circle the other way. Now cross tightly at the thighs. Your left leg now is closer to you. Hold on somewhere and move around, doing final release for the hips. Yeah. All right, release, unwind, 2 feet to the mat. Gently let those knees open and close like butterfly wings. Take your arms out from your shoulders, extend through the fingers, wiggle into a gentle fist. Extend, wiggle, extend, wiggle, and then rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Bring your hands back down with your arms long. Just turn your head from side to side, helping that neck to be released. Now come back to center. Bring your hands down by your side and scan your body from head to toe. See if any final movements need to be made, and start aligning yourself for a final relaxation. Okay? So depending on how you're feeling, you might want your legs straight, you might want your knees bent, you might want your feet mat width distance apart and your knees touching, right? Find where you are going to be able to just settle down and just be in final relaxation for a little bit. So once you've found that happy spot, inhale through the nose. Slowly, slowly exhale. Release yourself onto the earth. Either defocus or close your eyes and move into final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body, wiggle your fingers and your toes. And on your inhale, stretch long. Exhaling, draw your knees in, give yourself a hug. Find your way over to a side. And back into a nice easy seat with your hands by your side. We're going to take some extra breath into our intention. So with your palms face up and your spine nice and long, revisit your intention. Inhale, float the arms up. Seal that intention in between your palms. And as you exhale, draw it to your heart. Turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit. Thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.